Mom, I can't do it. I can't. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't. I just can't. I had a sibling. I wish I had a penny for every time they said that. I'd have a whole lot of cash. Just wow. They were a cannot kind of a person. Maybe one of your children or maybe your mate is one of those people. I just can't. I just can't. I can't. It'll make you crazy living with somebody like that. Today we're going to talk about developing a can-do attitude in your children. Let's go. You say to your child, "Can't I need you to clean your room." "I can't do it." "I can't. I just can't." "Why not?" "It's so hard. There's so much stuff. I don't know how. I can't run the vacuum. I don't know how to sweep. I don't know where to start." Okay, great. So, as we've learned before, you are responsible for that. You didn't teach your child how to clean. You didn't teach your child how to organize. You didn't teach your child how to pick up their room. That's on you. If in fact they know how and they're just giving you excuses, that's also on you. You need to deal with that. So you say to them, if they're 3, "Oh, yes, you can. Come with me." You take them by the hand and you go in their room and you say, "Where would you like to start?" "I don't know." "Do you want to start with your books? Do you want to start with your toys? Do you want to start with your clothes?" "I don't know." "Well, please make a decision for me. Your books, your toys, or your clothes?" "Well, okay, let's do the clothes." "All right, start picking up clothes and put them in the hamper where they go." And gently and kindly, you say to them, "And tonight, when you take off your clothes, if you put them into the hamper, you won't have this trouble next week or in a few days from now." So that's your responsibility that you did not do as you have been instructed before. Help them remember. They're 3, okay? Help them get all their clothes in the hamper. Okay, now do you want to do books or toys? "Well, I guess we'll do the toys." "Okay, good." So you start gathering up the toys. You put the Legos in the Lego bin. You put the building blocks into the little box. You put everything where it goes. And then say to them, "All right, all you have left is the books. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Start picking up your books and put them on the shelf." "I can't. I just can't." And then you say to them, "Yes, in fact, you can. You just did your clothes. You just did your toys. You certainly can do your books. Now please pick up your books and walk out." And give them the opportunity. You go back in 5 minutes and they haven't picked up a single book and they're playing with their Legos. Then it's time for you to institute discipline. And you say, "You didn't choose to do that. That was your decision. But you know that there are consequences to that decision. So now, whatever those consequences are, I'm going to be taking away your iPad for 2 days. You're not going to get to watch TV. You don't get to go anywhere. You're grounded, whatever it is." Even at 3, kids need to understand there are consequences to their actions. They can do it. They chose not to, and there are consequences for that. When they're 5, and you've already done this 10 or 20 or 30 times in the last few years, and they really can, and they know how, and they go, "I can't, I just can't." You look at them and you say, "Oh, you can, and you will." Believe it or not, though it goes against what they think they want to do, that is exactly what develops the can-do attitude in a kid. You refute the lie of "I can't" with the truth. Yes, you can, and you will. Don't go into this long litany of "you know better" and "I raised you better" and "I can't believe it" and "you know you're going to get grounded for the next 100 years." No, short and sweet. You can, and you will. And then, by all means, give them a time frame. You have 30 minutes, and I'll be back, and it better be right. So if you're the kind of wishy-washy, maybe sort of inconsistent parent, and you come back in 30 minutes and nothing is done, and you're like, "Okay, I'm going to give you another hour." No, 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 no. That is not on your child. The reason they can is because you don't see to it that they do. That's on you. That's not on him or her. That's on you. You better start developing some can do in your own attitude as a parent. I can parent, and I will. Just letting you know. Okay. So now you have a 9 or a 10-year-old and they have homework. "I can't do it. I just can't do it. I don't understand. I can't do it." I had a student one time. He was 7. He's a bright, bright kid. And he would pull this on me in class. "Miss Newby, you know I can't." I'd be like, "Oh, Michael, yes, you can. You're just talking, dude. We need to quit talking and pick up the pencil." So literally, I watched this kid multiple days. Just put any random number down and then go, here, I did it. See, I told you I don't know how. I said to him, I said, okay, dude, let's do this again. I would literally take whatever I had on hand. Legos, pencils. I would lay out 3 pink Legos and 4 yellow ones. And I'd say, how many Legos do you have? I have no idea. I'd say, oh, really? Well, let's see. 1, and I would literally take his hand and make him do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now finish, Michael. 5, 6, 7. I'd say, yeah, you know the answer. You just don't want to do it. It isn't that you cannot. It is that you will not. So I need you to say these words to me. I can and I will. I can't. I already told you I can't. I say, yeah, I can't hear that either. I'm sorry, I can't hear that. I just can't hear that. I really can't hear that. I'm sorry. What? What? I can't hear that. I can and I will. Oh, that's what I thought you said. Yeah, come on, Mom and Dad. Develop some perseverance a little bit here because, honey, they're going to push you and test your will. And if they can push you far enough and they don't have to do it, they won. Except they didn't. They really didn't. And neither did you. So get some guts going here and look at them and say, yes, you can and yes, you will. And I'm going to see to it that you do. So, yes, you're going to do your homework. I will show it to you. But honestly, you know how to add and you know how to subtract. This is just an excuse. And oh my word, I'm giving you a minute of problem. You got 15 minutes, bud. You better be done. And then they better be done. If they're not, again, there are consequences. I promise you, wait, they will find out that they can do it if you set limits and you set measures of discipline because they did not. That's a fact, okay? My kids went to gymnastics. They can do so many things because I already told them over and over again that they could. We would go outdoors and they would want to jump off of really high stuff. My neighbors would be freaking out on me. You know, your kids are going to get killed. They're going to break their neck. Well, they never did any of those things, just so you know. I taught my sons how to jump safely, bend your knees and jump. Push yourself forward with your upper body. It's all right if you tumble for a while till you learn to get your feet underneath of you. But yeah, if you do it correctly with adequate and accurate body mechanics, you are not going to get hurt. Helps a lot to put something down there, an old mattress or whatever, for a while till they have some cushioning and develop skills and then let them do it. I already told you my son can still backflip out of a swing, even at 48 years old. He learned how to do it as a kid. I let him do it. We would do backflips on the ground till he was pretty good at it. I'd let him swing a certain amount, do a front flip out of the swing forward. And really, he wasn't very old, and he learned how to do a backflip out of a swing. Don't tell your kids what they can't do. Try to tell them what they can. If your kid really wants to sing in the all-city choir, then by all means tell her, you can do this, honey. You can. And you help her. And you practice the songs that are necessary for the audition. And if necessary, you get 8 or 10 people. Invite your neighbors over for a piece of cake after dinner so she gets used to doing it in front of a couple people. Teach your kids, you can. You can. If you want to badly enough, you definitely can. But even if you don't want to, you still can. They need to learn how to harness their will. The reason people climb mountains, the reason people jump out of airplanes, the reason people can run a marathon is they have learned how to harness their will, overcome their fears, and do what maybe once upon a time they thought they couldn't, but they wanted to badly enough, and they can. When your child says to you, I can't, you say to them, oh, you can, and you will. After a while, when they consistently do it, in other words, they've done their homework every night for a week without you being on their back. And you're like, let me see your homework. And you look at it and it's all done. Wow, you have a small celebration. Whatever that is. You go out for a scoop of ice cream. You take them to the arcade for half of an hour. You let them have their iPad for an extra 20 minutes. You take them to go see that movie they've been dying to see. They get to go roller skating on Saturday morning. You find a small celebration to say to them, oh, I knew you could do it. Man, I am so proud of you. That was excellent. Now I need you to keep it up. When they find out what they can do and they have success at it, and you notice it, and you're proud, there is no limit to what they will continue to try to do. For you to notice, for you to be proud, for you to celebrate with them. Develop a can do attitude in your children. It will last with them the rest of their lives and do great things for them. This I can personally promise you. The challenge question today is, do I have a can do attitude? And do I believe it is a valuable skill for me to teach my child? The development of a can do attitude. It is a great gift to any person. It is a gift you alone, mom and dad, can give more joyfully and more fully than any other person in your child's life. Today, I want to tell you, you can be a good parent. I have confidence in you. I'm rooting for you. Go, Dad. Go, Mom. You can do this. You may find additional information on our paintabeautifulpicture.com website. Additionally, you may watch me on Rumble, and you may also listen to a podcast on Buzzsprout or Spreaker, all under the name Paint a Beautiful Picture. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. You may subscribe, and if you are interested in receiving notifications, please hit the notifications button.